Cool. Welcome to another live session of Flexibility Fix. So today we are dealing with the upper body, both the mobility and the strengthening part. So if you have stiff shoulders, neck, your upper back is troubling you, just stretching it will not solve your problems, or at least not long term. That's why you need also muscles to support your skeleton and keep the things in place. So we are going to be needing our usual equipment. These are the yoga blocks, your foam roller, and today we will be using a long band as well. We are going to start with more of a mobility work, continuing with pushing, no pulling movements, but more of a pushing movements. I will be showing also the progressions if it's too hard. And then you do what you can. Okay, so we are going to start seated. I'm going to sit on the yoga blocks just to make it a little bit more comfortable for the feet. So if this position is pressing your feet too much, then elevate it even more. Take 3 yoga blocks, take a cushion first. We're going to hold the band by folding it in half, keeping our arms straight and just doing the rotations forth and back. Remember, trying to maintain your head, your spine, and your pelvis on top of each other. So we are not trying to flare out the ribs, we are not trying to lean forward or sideways, and trying to isolate the movement so it stays only in your shoulders. If you notice that your arms are bending, then make the band a little bit longer. If you think you can handle a little bit more, then place your hands a little bit closer to each other. So every time when the band goes behind your back, it's an inhalation because we're opening the front of the body. And with an exhalation, we bring it back to the front. And the last one, inhale, and I'm going to leave the band behind and exhale. From here, I'm doing rotating like a propeller kind of movements, pulling it up and down, again, keeping my torso centered. So I'm not trying to do any spinal movements, but keep it in the shoulders. Especially with this one, you might notice some cracking. Be mindful you're not doing the forward head posture here. Your chin stays parallel to the ground. Let's do. We're going to do a full circle, a halo around the head. So I'm moving the band around the head. Notice which shoulder feels a little bit smoother. Two times more. And we are going to do the same thing, just change the direction of the rotation. Again, be mindful that your ribs are not flaring out. Arms stay straight, head centered. Inhale when the band is behind you and exhale when it comes in front of you. And 1, 2. Okay, from here, we're going to place the left hand on the ground. I'm going to hold the band with my left hand and extend my right arm overhead. I want to still stay seated on my yoga blocks and keep moving forward and back. So with an inhalation, I go to the back. With an exhalation, I go to the front. Inhale to the back and exhale to the front. Again, if this is too much for the shoulder, make the band a little bit longer. Maybe you can feel some stretch or some tension in the lower back as well. And 1 more time. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to place my right hand on the ground, hold the band, extend the left arm overhead, keep my left buttock on the yoga blocks, and start pivoting around my right hand. Inhale, you open yourself to the ceiling, and with an exhalation to the front. If you want more of neck stretch, feel free to lean a little bit more towards your right shoulder. 2 times more. Don't rush it while moving, but try to reach the maximum range of motion. So we are not going against the pain, but working with the body. Okay. From here, I'm still going to use the band, this time behind my back, and I'm going to hold it from underneath. That means my palms are going to be facing up and my thumbs are facing each other. You can stay seated on the yoga blocks or in a kneeling position. With an inhalation, I'm going to move it behind it. I'm intentionally lifting my ribs, dropping the shoulders, looking up, and then with an exhalation, leaning over, trying to make my arms perpendicular to the ground or as much as they go. If this is your first time doing it, don't get discouraged. Inhale, you're stretching the front of the body. And exhale, head goes down in between the legs, and arms are kind of led by the gravity as well. 2 times more. We are not very used to rotate the arms in this manner, but very important. And exhale. I'm going to stay bent over and now rotate my torso right and left. That means my right shoulder touches my right knee and vice versa. From the front, I tap and I tap as long as I have my hips still on the ground and my arms lifted as high as possible. You might notice some cracking here. 2 times more. And that's all. Okay, from here, we are coming back. Leave your band aside. And you're going to take a foam roller. I'm staying on my knees and I'm placing my right hand on top of the foam roller. Right hand is on the floor and the left one is on the foam roller. I am rolling it away and I'm rotating away from the foam roller, wanting to touch my left shoulder to the ground. So every time when you come closer to the ground, you exhale. Inhale when I'm up, exhale when I'm down. You're supported by your right hand, by your knees, and your toes being tucked. Be mindful that your arm does not end up at the neck level, but stays at the shoulder level. With this exercise, your palm is facing towards the ground. And one more time. We're going to do a similar thing by just flipping the hand. So my palm is facing up and my thumb is facing to the back. Be mindful your left shoulder does not end up next to your face, but you allow your neck to breathe. And from here, you just hold the position, trying to tap the shoulder to the ground. If you do not have a foam roller, you would take books or yoga blocks and just hold the position. If you do not have any of those, then you do it with the floor. And rotate your head again away from the foam. From here, slowly release. I'm going to place the foam roller in front of me and my left elbow on top of it. Then I'm placing my left hand on top of my right shoulder, but first I'm dropping my head down and then the left hand comes on top of my right shoulder. So notice that I'm rotated to the right side. Left elbow is on it and I rotate away. Exactly. So just allowing your head to drop as low as possible, you're going to feel a deep stretch along your lats. your shoulders and your triceps. Breathe and hold. Okay, from here, slowly release. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm placing the foam roller to the other side, which is the right hand being on it, left one is on the floor, and I'm dynamically rolling it away. Inhale when you're up, exhale, move to the side. Notice how far you can go in the rotation in your spine, thoracic spine on that side. That's 2. And we are again rolling away, just flipping the hand. So palm is facing up, the thumb is facing to the back. And from here, you can just hold the position and feel the twist in your spine. Feel free to place your head on the ground. So from the side. Slowly release the position. We place the foam roller in front of us. Then the right elbow comes on top of it. The right hand comes on my left shoulder and my head drops below the foam roller level. Also, if it can go fully down, mind the rotation in my thoracic spine and my head. So I'm not turned towards the floor, but I'm turned to the side. I'm using my left hand to kind of push myself and exaggerate the rotation. Relax your face muscles, do not clench your jaw. Now, okay, from here, slowly release. Come into the seated position. We still need the foam roller. We are going to place the hands, both of them, on it with the palms facing up. So place your feet a little bit further apart so you have more stability. And then I'm kind of rolling it away, lifting my head and rolling the shoulders back. And with an exhalation, I kind of intentionally slouch. So with the inhalation, I flare my ribs, I rotate the shoulders, and then I slouch, head goes down. Same thing, 4 times more. Inhale. This one. Let's actually do one more time. Okay, from here I stay in the seated position without the foam roller. I cross my arms with my right arm being the top one, and then I try to cross my arms and pull myself to the back. So allow your knees to pull your arms away and drop your head down. So feel a deep stretch in your shoulders and in between your shoulder blades. So move your belly away from your thighs. Drop the head down. Slowly release, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. That means your left arm is going to be the top one, and then my knees are pulling my arms away, my head goes down, and try to slouch as much as possible. From here, slowly release, shake it off, and let's start putting a little bit more of load onto our shoulders. So your feet are on the ground. We're going to lift the hips up and just start transferring the weight from one arm to another. And then my left one. Right. And the left one. And the last one. Okay. From here, we are going to start turning. I'm going to turn myself like this. So I start with my left hand on the ground. I lift my hips. My right arm is going to be in the air. Then I'm going to rotate until I'm in the bear position. And again, rotate around my left hand. Same thing, same side. Rotate, keep your knees low and up. 3 times more to this side. Inhale when your chest is facing the ceiling. And exhale in this position in 1 time. Okay, you can drop your knees. Come into the child's pose and place your left arm on your knees, on your thighs, and press them against the legs. So I want to feel the stretch on this side. Relax your left hand. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to use the right hand on the floor and rotate to the right side. So I'm going to now show it from this side. So I lift my knees off the ground, then I transfer into the crab and back. Transfer and I come back. That means my chest is facing to the ceiling and then to the floor. 2 times more. Don't rush it, but rather do it with strength and patience. And that's 1 and back. Okay, again, drop your knees. You can extend your feet. I'm placing the right arm on top of my knees and pressing it against the legs. We are coming onto our elbows. So clasp your hands together and maintain your elbows underneath the shoulders. So do not allow them to flare out too much. So I'm keeping my arms parallel to each other and coming to a plank position. So try to extend your legs. It is a bit easier if you have your feet further apart. From here, I'm sliding to the front until my shoulders, they cross my elbows, and then I push myself back into the plank. So push yourself as front as possible and you go back. Think of wanting to touch your heart to your wrists. So I want to touch and I push myself back. You can extend it into this dolphin or just stay in the plank. The forward motion is what is more important for us now. Inhale to the front. Exhale. We have last 4. Be mindful if the elbows have changed their position. Pull them back in. 3. And 1 more time. Okay, again, drop your knees down. Your hips, they stay on top of your knees. Extend your arms further to the front and drop your head fully down, wanting to intentionally overarch your upper back. So imagine as if you want to place either your chest or even better, your armpits on the floor. If the neck is troubling you, then keep the gaze towards the ground. If you can gaze towards the front, do that. From here, slowly pull yourself back up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we were pushing ourselves with the front of our body. We're going to be pushing ourselves with the back. So I'm going to start with my legs a little bit more bent. And again, I'm lifting my hips up. My elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. And from here, we try to lift ourselves into a kind of a tabletop, a crab. And then I drop back onto my elbows. This is like a high plank, low plank, but a reverse plank. Lift up and lower down. And try alternating your arms, meaning one time you start with your right, one time you start with your left. If this is too easy for you, you would extend your legs a little bit more. If you're a pro, you would extend your legs fully. And again, lift yourself up. Just be mindful that your hips do not sag. So try to maintain a planking position. Up, up, down, down. Do the version that you can. Down. 2 times more. And last one. Okay, from here you can drop the hips on the ground and pull your knees to your chest. Just relax a little bit. We are staying on the ground. I'm placing my feet again on the floor and placing my elbows on the ground, somewhat at the chest level. So not too high up, so it's not at the shoulder level, but a little bit lower. I am maintaining a straight line from my fingertips to my elbows and now opening myself up, like as if you're surrendering and back down. So you're pivoting around your elbows. With an inhalation, I open. With an exhalation, I go down. So literally, it is this movement, so-called cactus arms. And then you notice which shoulder works a bit less, or at what degree does it become hard, especially when your hands go towards your head. Maintain your elbows always at the same level. With an inhalation, I go up. And also notice if you're lifting your ribs up just to compensate for the lack of shoulder movement. And one more time. I'm now going to open my arms so that the palms are facing up. Try to leave your shoulders on the ground all the time, and we are doing kind of a snow angels. I am gliding my hands on the floor, trying to touch my hands on top of my head, and then glide them next to my hips. So you're kind of doing a half circle, join them on top of the head and down. Again, maybe around above the shoulder level, you might feel that the arms start bending or it starts becoming difficult in the shoulders. Relax your jaw, try not to tense. 2 times more. And last one. And out. Okay, we are going to try to do a similar thing, just using our foam roller and yoga blocks. So I'm taking the foam roller, it's going to be in the middle of my spine, and the yoga blocks are going to pretend to be my pillow. Or if you have a long Pilates foam roller, use that one. In any case, the hips, they stay on the ground, and then I lay on top of it. So my head is fully supported. I do not have any tension in my neck. Okay, already this position is opening your chest a lot. So if you feel that this is like too much for your shoulders, then go do it without the foam roller. If you can handle, again, place your elbows on the floor and we are performing the same movement, just at the level 2. That means I am opening my arms and again closing them. Maintain this 90-degree angle. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. And be mindful that you touch the floor with your wrist and not just with the fingertips. So remember, your arm, your forearm is straight from the fingertips till the elbow. And last one. And back. Come. Okay, from here, you grab onto your knees, come back into the seated position, grab your legs, and again, intentionally slouch around your upper back, drop your head down, and drop your shoulders down. Feel a deep stretch in between the shoulder blades. From here, I'm going to turn myself onto my belly, and I'm going to use one yoga block as my load. Okay, so today we're doing maybe level 1, level 2. If you have at home any additional weights, you can revisit this recording and do this with the weight. So I'm on my belly, my head, my chest fully down. I'm using the left hand as my pillow underneath the forehead, and I'm going to grab a yoga block in my hand, in my right hand. Okay, then I'm going to lift my hand up and extend it up, and then glide it next to my body, flip it around the waist, and then the palm is facing up. Okay. You want to glide. So the goal is not to be opening your body, so stay fully aligned. And again, notice if there's any pinching sensation. If it's too hard with the yoga block, then do it with nothing in your hand. Hmm. 3. And last one. And okay, now I'm going to use that same yoga block. I'm going to position it so around the shoulder lap. Okay, I'm making like a fist with my thumb facing up, like a symbol. Okay, so I'm placing my hand in front of the foam roller. I'm going to be lifting it up. My thumb is still facing up. When I go over the block, I'm going to turn it, and I turn it fully so that my thumb again faces up. I tap the floor behind the block. And again, I come back up. So the thumb has to face the ceiling in both positions, both in front of the yoga block and behind it. Mind that the rotation needs to happen in the shoulder and not only in your wrist. Inhale when you jump over the yoga block, and exhale when you come back. Notice if there is any snapping sensation, your tendons might be snapping. 2 times more. And on the last one, I'm going to place my hand on my back. The palm is facing up, and I'm going to be dropping my elbow towards the floor and then up. I drop it towards the floor and lift it up, down. So when your elbow taps the floor, feel a deep stretch also in the front of the shoulder and in the back. We are not very used to pulling the elbow towards the front of the body. So you might feel it a little bit off. Try not to force it, but see what the body allows at this stage. Inhale when the elbow goes up. Exhale down. We do one more time. Okay, from here, shake it off, come back onto your knees. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm back on my belly. This time I'm working with my left side. So right hand is underneath my forehead and I'm grabbing the yoga block. So I'm going to be extending it, extending the arm next to my body. So I extend it, my palm is facing down, and then I glide it next to my body until it faces up. Again, especially maintain your left hip bone. So try not to rotate in the hip just to compensate. Mhm. 2 times more. Again, using the yoga block to jump over it. So I'm going to place it aligned with my left shoulder. I'm making a fist with the thumb facing up. And then I touch the floor in front of the yoga block. I rotate over until my thumb is again facing up. So I keep jumping over, doing the rotation from the shoulder joint. So if you would want to progress in this exercise, you can use ankle, or actually those are wrist weights. Sometimes you use it in Pilates, so you could use it here, or maybe take 2, maximum 3-pound dumbbell in your hand. Again, the goal of these exercises is not to build the muscle, but to keep your joints healthy and to work on your stabilizing muscles. One more time. Then I'm placing that same hand on my back. My palm is facing up and I'm dropping my elbow to the ground and lifting it off the ground. Tap and lift. Inhale when the elbow is up. Exhale when it goes down. Two times more. Again, release the position. Go into the child's pose to rest a little bit. Whatever feels nicer for you, either your arms fully extended or just the elbows on the We have one more strength challenge. So there is an option to do it on your knees on your feet. So we are doing a push-up and a rotating plank. I'm starting with my right hand, right palm on the floor, and my left forearm aligned with that right palm. Okay. Now I'm always going to rotate around the right hand, around the palm. So I'm placing the knees a little bit wider. I'm going to do the harder version on the feet. So I'm pushing myself up into the side plank, open up, and again I land on my left forearm. Again, same thing, same side. So remember, you're rotating around the extended arm. Your chest is facing to the left side, then it's facing the ground. If this is too hard, you can do that on the knees as well. But if you're doing on the knees, you would be lifting your left knee every time. So don't do a rotation like just a spinal rotation, but do a rotation of your whole torso. And down. 2 times more. Okay, drop on your knees. Again, shake it off, relax. Thank God we have 2 arms, so we do everything on the other side. That means your left palm is on the ground, right forearm is on the ground aligned with that left palm, and I'm now turning the chest towards the right. Remember, your body moves as a unit. That means your shoulders, your hips, and your feet rotate simultaneously. I go into a side plank, perfect, and exhale, come back. Make sure you use all your fingertips on your left hand and not only the base of your palm. That way your wrist can start being overloaded. You need to transfer the weight efficiently. And exhale down. We do last 3 ones. Last 3. And last 1. And out. You can again drop on your knees into the child's pose. Just relax your hands. Again, you can take your yoga blocks or just stay in the kneeling position. From here, I'm going to place my right arm behind my back with this empty triangle being there. So I'm not hiding my elbow fully. I want this hole to be here. And then I'm going to pull my head towards the left and pull my elbow to the back, actively wanting to depress this shoulder. So feel the stretch here on the side. And again, relax your face muscle and don't bite. Keep holding the head on your left and just keep moving the elbow the same way we did on the floor. Inhale when it's pointing back. Exhale when it's pointed to the front. Be mindful that your spine is not doing too much of a side flexion, but it's mostly your head. The last one, inhale and exhale. Okay, from here, pull the elbow to the back, rotate your head so you're gazing towards your left hip and drop the head down. Feel a deep stretch again diagonally on the right side of your neck. From here, slowly release. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left arm is behind the back. Remember the empty triangle. I pull the head to the right. And then I keep moving the elbow. Inhale when it goes behind. Exhale. When pulling your head to the side, be mindful that you don't pull it in a way that you're gazing up. So think of it as just tilt. So no rotation, a tilt. Think of wanting to place your ear on your shoulder. What's the shortest way to do it? Inhale, exhale to the front. It's 3. So notice how the stretch travels when you move your left arm. And then I'm going to keep my elbow facing to the back. I'm rotating my head. My chin is touching here the chest, and I'm gazing towards the right hip. Again, be mindful you do not end up slouching. So you're still in an upright position. You just pulled your head. From here, slowly release the position. Shake it off, and then let's do one more thing. One last thing is the chin tuck. So you're pushing your head to the front and then tucking it in. The goal is to keep your chin parallel to the ground. And notice if there is any cracking sensation in the bottom of your skull. Again, relax the shoulders. Inhale to the front. Exhale. That's 2. And 1 more time. Okay, from here you can relax. Shake it off. That's it, leopards. Well done. I'm going to now stop the recording so we can do